Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. Well, I'll tell you what, we have got a fantastic perch bite going, and we've got it actually going on crankbaits. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be using the Reef Runner 200s and 400s today. And I'll tell you, we're doctoring them up just a little bit, changing the back hook on there and putting a little bit of a spinner blade on there. Our goal today is to try to see how many perch we can get over 15 to 16 inches and maybe even a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm talking 15, 16-inch perch. It is amazing. You don't believe us? Anything that we catch that we think is close, we're gonna bump it up and show you guys. Hey, hang on to your heinies. Let's go catch some fish.
There, the bait just came out.
What do you got there, buddy?
Look at that. Look at this, guys. Good start.
Nice job, buddy.
There's a fish.
Yeah, that does stay.
Fish on, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is a nice fish, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny. Everybody's live bait fishing for the most part, and you're whipping crankbaits.
Yep.
Gotta love
We're
that
getting
one.
beautiful fish like this.
Ooh, you got him.
There you go.
Nice job.
I don't know why we're talking quiet.
I don't know.
Reef runners.
Get on the pause.
Yep, nice job.
Tried a little different style of reef runner here, Larry. Love catching them on cranks. Chris showed us this bite, nice little twitch, and like you said, Chris, you don't have to deal with the small ones. All just typically 10 inches or bigger is what we're catching. Just giving her a few cranks, get her down 7-8 feet, and then just jerking it along through the water. Pause it. The fish are always hitting on the pause.
Come on, be a good one. Oh, it is. You want to net this one, Larry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Lance got the net. Oh, right. Whoosh. Oh, that is a tank right there. Oh, look at
That's a football.
The old Reef
That's
Runner
a
is
football.
on fire.
The Reef Runner's on
Holy
fire.
camole, jamole, chikachi. Oh, that is a nice one. Look at the belly on that
Look
thing.
at that size.
Ooh, God.
That's a big one.
Oh, right there.
Right there. That's it.
I'm changing over. I can tell you that. Say no more. The 400 is in gear. Boy, you know, it's amazing when you start thinking about catching perch on crankbaits. You know, the first time I really consistently ever, tell you the truth, caught perch on crankbaits consistently was you and I this summer were up in the UP. Unbelievable how you got these crankbaits dialed right in to catch these perch, you know.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Man, that's in there nice fish. God, you gotta love
You
that.
don't use 3-4 inch crankbaits to catch perch like this. That's silly.
No,
Why would you do that?
that's all accidental too, right?
Oh, Larry.
Is he 15?
Larry.
Oh, 14 and 3/4?
Oh, wait. Larry.
Oh, you got 15
Look
out
at
of
it.
him.
The mouth is right there. That's 15.
That's 2 15s for you today.
This is what we're going to do with this one.
2 15s, not bad. There she goes. Let's talk about the rig that we're using. Obviously, we're using a pretty stiff rod today, and that's key to be able to get that right twitch out of there. But let's talk about the bait that you got going there.
What we got here is a modified Reef Runner versus a store-bought Reef Runner. These work great on their own, but what I like to do is I like to take off the stock hook, put this little teaser on here. I like that little spinner on them when I'm twitching them. And then also, because these baits float, so what I do is I put a Chabu weight on the front of that, like
What kind
this.
of weight is that again?
Chabu.
Okay.
Chabu.
Chabu.
Weight.
Chabu.
So that's what this will make it go down like this, and I'm twitching it and it stays down, whereas it would float otherwise. So that's a couple modifications. The spinner on the back, the weight on the front.
And what size weight is that? Any idea?
This is a 3 gram.
Okay.
3
Yep.
grams is what I'm using
And
on
that's
this.
a 400 series right there.
Yep.
And then if you're using a 200 series, what's what I have,
1 gram.
This is a 1 gram weight
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
Yep.
And this is the difference in the sizes and the weights. Here's got the 1 gram and I got the 3 grams, which make these baits go like this down just to get them to sink a little bit. Otherwise they float too fast for the twitching that we're doing today.
Yeah. And when these fish are following behind that bait, Chris, basically they're following it, and when you give it that twitch and that pause,
Yep.
that's when 90% of them are hitting it.
90%, yep. So you want this bait rather than to float like it is, we want it to suspend or sink real slow. And that's what we do to get these fish to bite.
Do you think it's key having that 25-pound test fluorocarbon on there?
I like it because of there's a lot of pike in this area.
Yeah, we caught a pile of them.
And
today.
I don't like losing baits that, you know, you got an expensive hook on the back here now with this, and you got a weight on the front. So, in the baits themselves, you don't want to be losing a lot of baits to toothy critters.
Right.
So that's why I'm running this 25-pound fluorocarbon. You guys can run lighter line, but the problem is you're going to lose a lot of baits.
Hey, the other
So-
part is, Chris, do you think it's crucial to use a super braid, and why?
Oh, guaranteed. Like, we're using super braid on here, 15-pound test. I like this yellow line on here, high vis, especially in low light conditions like this. So you can feel, it's no stretch. So you can feel this bait when it's twitching and a fish grabs it. There's 100% feel on this.
And it's probably pretty hard to get that cadence out of it if it was just mono.
Correct.
Too, huh?
If you're using mono, it's like using a rubber band. It doesn't give you the feeling that you want like this braid gives you. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. I want to see one end of my rod. God, the guy's just he's on fire.
That'll be a keeper.
Ooh, that's a good one. See, you know, you don't think that the cadence has a lot to do with it, but you know, you got 2 other guys in the boat basically casting the same color, same bait, same everything. And cadence is everything, you know, and it can change from hour to hour, to day. But Lance right now has got it dialed, trying to mimic what he's doing, just can't get it down yet. Hey, didn't you come back from overseas just now?
Not just now, but like
Italy?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. What were you doing in Italy?
I was doing a little street fishing.
Yeah, how did that go?
Not real well.
Yeah, well, that's all part of fishing.
Didn't catch nothing.
But it had to be cool to go to Italy.
It was awesome to go to Italy. It was
That's the
beautiful.
second year in a row now you've been invited.
Second year in a row. Yeah, we didn't do so well this last year though. Beautiful, beautiful place. Food was awesome. Fishing sucked.
Hey, it's always good to be back in the United States.
There you go. Another nice one.
Nice fish. You know, if I was back home on Lake Winnebago, I can tell you the first thing that I would be doing right now when it starts to looking for these perch this time of year is definitely start heading into the bays, and you start looking in water that's anywhere from 4 to about 10 foot. When you think about your body of water that you're looking at doing the same thing and mimicking what we did today, definitely start working a lot of the bays.
This could be a good one here.
Could be one of them 15s finally.
Well, I don't know, but it's got some weight to it.
Let me know if you need a nut.
Gave me a good bite.
Oh, that's a tanker. That's a good 14.
Yep.
Not a 15 yet, though, but
No, don't like to bump it yet, but
good 14.
boy, they are fun to catch.
Especially on crankbaits.
Catching them on crankbaits, yeah.
Yeah, not too many people using crankbaits.
No. No, this system, this water's so clear so they can, these fish can see that bait so far away. It'd be tough
Right.
on our Winnebago system because of the dirty water, but you get out in this clear water here, get that bait long ways away from the boat, and these fish aren't spooked and come up and smack your bait.
That's awesome.
Pretty good banana.
Do you almost go to jail in Michigan for some banana stunt you pulled?
Minnesota, wrong state.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, allegedly, you cannot throw banana peels in the water.
And you can't throw bananas either that have peels on them.
Mm-hmm. True story.
What? Better? Oh my. Hold that sucker up. Let's get the bump part out and see what Lance says. I mean, that was our
Close.
goal. Our goal for
It's
today
close.
was to see how many we could catch over 15 inches. What a big difference it makes when you start wanting to target big perch by using crankbaits. Let's see what you got there.
Well, here's the verdict. Oh,
15 and a half.
15 and a half? Oh my, take your hand off it. Yep. The first one over 15 and a half.
15.
Nice job. All right. Hey, that's what we
There you
came
go.
for.
And this is the best part, guys. Right here.
Right there.
Right here.
Let them go. Let them go.
Why?
Let 'em go. Bye.
Our weather laid flat calm, and we got a lot of boats fishing the perch that we were on, thinking that they were getting too much pressure. So we just kind of came out here a couple hundred yards away. The numbers aren't here, but the quality is, and these fish haven't seen the baits yet, so they seem to be a little bit more aggressive for us.
Hey, so you basically have had a hot hand today, Lance, so far. You know, let's talk about your cadence, because I'm trying to match it, and it's just, so far, I cannot match it.
Just doing what Chris told us. Chris kind of got us on this bite here, and just casting it out, give it 5-6 cranks, get it down to 7-8 feet of water, and then just pop, pop, reel up the slack, one pop, 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 one pop, so one, two.
How long
one,
are you
two.
actually stalling that bait?
Second or two.
Okay.
Not a long time, but that's typically when all the hits are happening, when she's on that pause.
Right when you're stalling it, huh?
Yeah, you go to pop it again, and there's the fish.
Certainly makes a difference once that wind starts picking up. You know, especially when you're in such clear water like this. What do you got there, Lance? Like, got some pretty solid weight there, huh?
Well,
Well, Chris has got one.
at it.
There you go. Found some active fish now. Good job on that. Ooh, oh, that's a tank. That's a nice one. Spotlight. Oh, just engulfed that reef runner. Man, dude, that is.
See, now Chris is getting mad.
Yeah, that's the way he is.
Catching
You
up,
know?
he's just going to catch up in inches.
That's
fishing.
going to be a 15 or close right there. Let's
work,
get.
Chris.
We'll measure
nice
that.
No, oh, 14 and a quarter.
Ooh,
14 and a quarter.
Just a fat looking
Oh,
one.
right there. 14 and a quarter. Get my hands off. You guys can take a look at them. There doesn't even look 14.
Nice fish though.
Either way.
Nice job, buddy.
What does Lance say? Ooh, this one's gonna taste good.
This is. You know, I'll tell you what definitely made a huge difference before when we came in here. You know, we started getting them as soon as we came in here, and there was a fair amount of boats in here, and most of the people were fishing live bait. A lot of people were bobber fishing. A few people were casting jigs and plastics, but definitely Chris and Lance got this bite dialed in. Definitely the crankbaits. When you're looking, and that's what we're in here today, we're trying to catch just an absolutely giant perch. You know, so far 15, just over 15 is the biggest one. But, you know, the crankbaits, most of the fish you're going to catch on cranks are definitely going to be 10 and plus, 10 inches up from there. But anyways, you know, we came in here and that wind laid down, and boy, we could just see hundreds of perch swimming around. Couldn't get them to bite it for anything. You could see them following the baits over and over. But now that the wind's picked up, it's game on again. There you go. Nice job, Lance.
Right flavor.
Ooh, what do you got
right,
there?
Right size.
Holy man, Lance. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. That fish is way over 15 on that.
I love it when they look like peacock bass.
Hold that up, Lance. Man, Lance, that is a dandy. You know, you got that one on that little ripper too. Holy man, hold that fish up. You got to bump that one up. Let's see what.
Let's bump them.
Yep, that's a toad.
Just shy of 15.
This side, okay. Not bad.
It's a big perch though.
We'll take it.
Ian
Hammer
Hillis.
nice.
Oh yeah.
There's a perch.
Oh my God, look at the size of that one. That is amazing. That's back-to-back casts on giant
Close
perch.
to 15-inch perch.
Oh yeah, that one's a toad. Oh,
Nice job, Chris.
the little ripper.
Where do you want that?
Little
Look
ripper.
at the size of that, man.
Crankbaits, gotta love it.
Gosh, that's just absolutely
Right
crazy. You know, you think about how many times you ever think about just targeting giant perch with crankbaits and consistently being able to catch them. Man, that is absolutely
It's
slop.
fun, and you're not dealing with any of the small ones. You know, live bait.
Yup.
It's all just monster perch. Gotta love it.
I got to tell you, I admit though, I'm really struggling
All
with
right.
it. That twitch is really tough.
Now we got 15 1/4.
15 1/4, nice job.
Yep.
That's 3 over 15 today now.
Nice one.
Lance got another one?
Well, you know, you're watching TV.
I'm taking care of business like always. What do you got there? It looks like a good. Oh my. Jeez.
Great day. Late November, mid 50s, lower 50s. Catching some beautiful perch. Gotta love it.
Chris, let's talk about this cadence because it's absolutely kicking my hiney. I'll tell you that. You know, we switched rods now. It wasn't the rod. I did have a few more bites. I do feel I can control the bait a little bit better with this short rod and this wind that we have. But you're back to catching them. So I'm definitely, and you were just saying the other day you fished with some guys out here and they basically struggled too.
Correct.
So let's talk about exactly what you think I'm doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Well, just from watching you, I think you're doing your pauses. Oh, there's one.
There you go.
The pauses, you need to have it pause a little bit longer in a little bit slower motion.
Ooh, there's a nice fish. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that reef runner. Just absolutely choked that thing. Might be another one over 15. That could be 5 for you today. So let's talk about that. So you're thinking that what I'm doing right now is I'm not pausing it long enough.
Yeah, and then more towards the to the water versus going up with it.
So you're no lift at all. It's
No lift.
You're pretty much parallel with the surface.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And then a little slower because I know you like to go fast.
I know I have a hard time.
Slow.
Measure that one up. Let's see what that one goes, and let's talk a little bit more about this cadence. There you go, Lance. Oh, is that gonna be a perch? Oh my God!
Big one.
Oh, Lance! Oh man!
See, that's what Lance does.
Right.
Lance just has to outdo me all the time.
Unbelievable. You know, you talk about giant perch and crankbaits, and you just don't really think of a crankbait being the bait of choice to catch giant perch, but no doubt it is, especially this time of year.
Gotta love it.
That's 6 over 15 today. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. You know, whenever it comes to fishing, and it doesn't matter if you're using jigs or if you're using crankbaits or using spoons, whatever you're using, one of the biggest keys to anything is to make sure you put that bait in the water and really, and it all depends on the clarity of the water, but try to really watch what that bait will do. You know, this way it gives you an idea of what you visualize when you're casting it and you're doing your cadence, what that all looks like, because that's going to help you understand exactly why the fish are hitting it and what you need to do to maybe to change that cadence to get that bait to work. Hey, again, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. You know what? I've got several hours out here and I have not been consistent on catching any perch. I'm going to cast and let's go through this cadence, okay?
Yep.
I've got the rod he was using before. He's got my rod. Now he's catching them. So it wasn't the length of the rod or anything in the rod or reel that was making a big difference, right? So let's see what I'm doing wrong. So tell me what I'm doing. Smaller twitches than that?
Smaller, pause. God, he wants to go in a hurry. Pause, switch.
Really, that long of a pause?
Pause, switch, pause, switch, smaller twitches. Little baby twitches. Oh, yeah.
Jeepers creepers. Oh, you're killing me.
Show him there, Chris.
Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that one. Oh, God.
Big ones now.
Oh, gosh.
It's a little short.
Little short?
Just a little short.
Just smoked it. Oh.
There you go, buddy.
I got her now, finally. Holy camoly. I'll tell you what, it took me pretty much all day to get this bite down. I'll tell you what, but now I'm loving it. That thing hit it so hard, I did not think that was going to be a perch.
It's almost like the days when you had a Harley and you were waving to the guy on a bike. You see another warrior on the water, you just get a good feel.
First class, all the way from the people that ride them to the people that make them.
They do such a nice job with communication. They'll pick up the phone anytime. It's really almost a friendship.
You could be in any state, and when somebody with a warrior drives by you, you get that honk, that beep. You're truly part of a family, and there's nothing like it.
Introducing Forever Barnwood. Transform your space with the warmth and character of a genuine barnwood look. Forever Barnwood offers over 200 authentic barnwood products. We are commercial and food safe. Our products are available in unlimited quantities while still providing the consistency you need to complete large projects. All of this while still looking like it came out of a 100-year-old barn. Forever Barnwood. Bring the history inside.
What you doing up there, Larry?
Well, I'll tell you what, Lance, since I wasn't catching many perch and I caught a ton of little pike, I was actually cleaning your boat off because I felt sorry that I made such a mess. I'm sorry, my friend.
It was a little slimy. I appreciate
Yep, nothing but the finest, Lance, right?
You got a good product there, Larry.
Yep.
What is that?
It is the Spot and Shine by Marine Suds. I'll tell you what, you got a mess, you want to clean it up, you know what, definitely give her a shot. Hey, you guys, I'll tell you what, if you want to have an absolutely awesome trip, make sure you give my good friend Lance Sweeting from Great Day Guide Service a call. Hey, and also the other thing is we didn't talk anything about it. Obviously, Chris Fish owns Badgerland Tires, and he's a sponsor of the show. You guys are looking for some new tires or used tires, you know what, make sure you check out Badgerland Tires. They got 3 facilities, Shawano, Appleton, and Oshkosh. Hey, like we do each and every week, we always want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service they've given this country and continue to give this country, along with all of our firefighters and paramedics, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents. Hey, it is a great day to be alive, everybody, and we'll see you guys and gals again next week, and thanks for joining us. That's all you can do is laugh, man.
You gotta watch that, Chris. He'll tell you a fib. Can't let Larry see. Larry's like Mikey. He eats everything.
If you don't start somewhere, you'll never end up anywhere.
Words of wisdom from Larry Smith.